So, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to game 2 between bestest friends Nap spawning in the bottom left corner of Circuit Breaker and Monsieur Dragonei, something like that. In the top right he's going to be purple and he's going to be from Spain. And he's probably wearing his Starbow t-shirt at the time that he was given at DreamHack Valencia by SOA. We're all like, feel so pro now. The same Starbow t-shirt, the one and only the same Starbow t-shirt that Artosis was wearing during the first King of the Hill, and the same Starbow t-shirt I got in mail yesterday and I wore around at work while I was teaching high school students math. Yes, I don't care. I'm gonna wear that t-shirt. That thing is awesome. You can get your own t-shirt if you click a link under the stream here. There's a way to get that. Any money we make from t-shirt sales goes to Starbow tournaments, by the way. Okay, enough plugging the t-shirts, but those things are sick cool. So Nap is gonna go for a pylon on the low ground. He's probably gonna add some swag to that pylon, like a forge, pimp up the pylon with a forge, gateway, cannon, and maybe a couple of Starbow t-shirts over here. That's gonna be really good. It's gonna look good. And of course get his Nexus. Probably Nexus first, but this is a 4-player map. He hasn't scouted his opponent, so if he wants to be safe, he should get a forge first. But I don't think Nap wants to be safe. Nap wants to live dangerously. He's up one game. He can live dangerously. Look at that. Look how dangerous Nap is going to be. Oh, wow. He smiles in the face of danger. And he hasn't even scouted his opponent. Like, if he was 6-pulling, he would, like, win. But 6-pulling on this map is rare, to say the least. Hey, Alpha Squad. Good to see you. Alpha Squad, a lot of times he casts with me. He's an awesome guy. He's the best Luxembourgian Terran player there is in Starbow. So Nap sees the fast hatchery. He's gonna have a big smirk on his face because he knows he made the right choice by putting down the Nexus first. It was risky, but it's gonna pay off. Oh yeah. Oh, it's gonna deny the drone that is attacking him from mining minerals. Nap throwing down a gateway and then a cannon. That late cannon. He doesn't. Yeah, he needs a cannon now. Ish. If you get a cannon right before the spawning pool finishes, you're usually fine. Because the Zerglings have to run all the way across the map, and especially across the middle of this map is actually quite the rush distance. Drone gonna be droning it up. Actually, if that probe would stick there, this drone would not make it in. But I think he's gonna make it in before this cannon finishes. Yes, he'll be just fine. And the Dragonei is gonna see that there's a very fast Nexus, and that's all he's gonna see. But it doesn't matter because there's nothing in the main base at this point. Well, there's a gas, but he's not even gonna see it. So yeah, very standard play from both of them are gonna play fairly macro intensive. Yeah, Dragonei only making like 2 Zerglings to chase up drones. I mean pros, but they're not. That's the only purpose you make 2 Zerglings. It's like if you could make only 1 Zergling for like 25 minerals, you would do it, but you can't. So, except you would waste larva though. So, No pylon in the main base yet. He's gonna just throw everything down there. He's gonna need another pylon soon. But man, 2 Nexuses and a pylon gives a lot of supply. You can get a lot off with just 1 Artosis pylon. He's gonna just have the Zerglings park outside the base. But ooh, what he doesn't know is that Nap has been a sneaky little Nap, and he's brought. Is that his second probe? I think that's his first probe actually, or maybe the first was just sent back and then he sent out a new one. I wasn't paying attention. I don't care. I'm not opsing this game. So he's gonna go in for a sneaky peeky, and he's gonna see a Spinecrawler. That doesn't tell him too much. Oh, the Queen doesn't want him to see anything. What is it that the Queen doesn't want him to see? Oh, he gets in, he gets in! What does he see? What does he see? He sees a fast layer, and he only sees 2 bases so far. And he sees a Hydrant. What? It's like a Hydra bust into a fast Mutabust? This is a really weird build. You can actually enrage again. I think Dragonei is slipping quite a bit. Having enough energy for 2 enrages is very poor injects. Like, even with perfect index, you're usually floating a little bit of energy, and after a while you start floating enough for an enrage. But still, actually with 100% perfect injects, you're not gonna float any energy. But if you use more than 2 seconds later, then you're gonna start floating energy. Like that's how clutch that is. So we're gonna have fast Corsage yet again. He saw the fast. This is kind of interesting. He saw the fast Larry, also saw the Hydra Den, but he's still making a fast Corsair. He's still making a fast Twilight Console, but he should be adding on some more cannons. There we go. Yeah, that's a proper response because he doesn't know if his opponent's making Hydras or not, because he could be. And he's actually going to use the Corsair to kill Overlords first. He usually does this. I see a lot of Pro players send out the Corsair first to scout, and then they kill the Overlord on the way back. But this is going to ensure that his opponent is going to get supply blocked as early as possible. So I guess there's pros and cons to both of them. But he already knows quite a bit from that probe. What he really doesn't know is his third base, and this is kind of vital information, because once he sees his third base, then he knows that there's not going to be too many Hydras incoming. There could be some, but not too many with the third base. Should be able to hold with his cannons and zealots. Hopefully. There's a couple of more Corsairs. He could start picking off more Overlords. We have a Spore Crawler up there to protect those Overlords. Those very slow, gassy Overlords need protection. These Zerglings are somehow still alive. How did he sneak that zealot past them? I don't know. A Hydralisk is going to make life miserable, but he's just going to pick off the Overlord. He doesn't care. With the custom skin on the whatever this is called, but it doesn't show up in Starbow, of course. The third base has been spotted. He can rest a little bit, which is a mix between relaxing and resting. Oh, he's going to target down the weekend. No, very nice micro from Nap, and also very nice target fire from Dragonei, because that queen was default setting on that one because the other one was further away. So little things like that makes the game is good. We're going to have a surge of gateways, and we're going to have, yeah, the speed is complete. It's going to just throwing in a ton of zealots soon. Maybe adding some stalkers first, just because of the luminous threat of Mutalisks, which may be imminent. I have no idea what I'm saying. I'm just know that there's some cool English words I threw in that sentence. Zealot is gonna run quickly back. Look at them legs go. Boom, 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 boom. It's like one of those running soldiers because he's wearing so much gear. It's like hut, 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 hut. It's pretty cool. What else is going on? We're gonna have another evolution chamber, double upgrades for Dragonei. He's not gonna go to a quick hive. Neither is gonna take a quick fourth. He hasn't even started saturating his third. He's getting burrow. No, he's not. That's a mistake. Yeah, a lot of times that happens. But there's a fairly nice group of units from Nap. I'm not even gonna call it an army because it's not really that big, because it's an early stage of the game where both have just been macroing, or like, okay, macroing is wrong. They've been focusing on economy, I guess you could say. So. And in Dragonei's case, actually taking a lot. So they both have not too many units, but now he's gonna start adding in a surge of Hydras as his opponent is attacking. So that's very good timing for Dragonei to get those Hydralisks. Look at that, 8 Hydras on the way. He's got another group over here. Here comes Nap. He's gonna try and get the third base. There's only a few number of Hydralisks there already to defend, but there's gonna be more Hydras incoming. He needs to micro back these Hydralisks, but he's fighting on creep, which gives him more regeneration. That's gonna help him. In the long run, he's going to blink back the Stalkers, and Dragonei holds it for now. Ooh, he might even pick up some Corsairs. Nap's going to have to get those away. He's going to get 1, he's going to get 2. Ooh, he's going to get 3. He gets 3 Corsairs. That's actually kind of huge. He should really just cancel these Hydras and make a ton of... Well, he should never cancel units as a Zerg player because you lose the Larva, but he should have made a ton of Mutalisks the second he sniped off those Corsairs. Oh, and he kills the Stalkers too. No, they get away. Like, if you kill Corsairs and Stalkers, you just go straight for Mutalisks, man. You can do so much damage with that. Especially now as his opponent is starting to churn out some High Templars. He's actually making Archons because he's a little bit afraid, I think, of what I just said. Because versus Hydras, you don't want Archons, you want Storm. But he's not getting it. I don't think he even has Storm. No, he's not even researching it at the moment. He's getting some Dark Templars, which will be very useful at the moment because there's no Overlords close to Dragonei's main force. And he doesn't really have that many Hydralisks, but if he can try and snipe, micro and snipe off some Archons and Zealots, that'd be really good. Every time he turns around to spit, he's gonna lose some Hydralisks. Okay, there we go. This force he can fight. Wow, he's just not paying attention. You can't always pay attention to your army in Starbow, of course. So Nap is in a good position now. He's got more workers than his opponent. He has more army. And there's no lurker then, so there's gonna be no burrow tech this time. He's gonna have a DT there, but there is a Spore Crawler, so the Queen is gonna try and kill the DT. In the meantime, the Hydras really need to target down these Archons. He's gonna get 1 Archon, but he's gonna lose so many Hydras in the process. He's gonna have to micro 2 fronts at the same time. Might get another Archon, which is gonna be important. Why is this lagging sometime? Did that DT die? I think it did. Yes, most definitely did. Just a lot of Hydras and a lot of... Oh, another DT, but wisely placing Spore Crawlers in his mineral line. This is kind of leftover from the early Corsairs. And that's kind of interesting in Starbow that if you start out with early Corsairs, you are going to prompt a lot of Spore Crawlers, and that's actually going to make it harder to go DTs later on. Interestingly enough. Kind of paradoxical as Sair DT is a lot of times the strategy would go in StarCraft games. A couple of overseers now going to join the army to make sure it's safe versus the DTs. In the meantime, Nap has scattered forces that he's gathering together from the four corners of Circuit Breaker. He's going to send out another sneaky DT. Oh, this base could easily get denied. This base over here could get denied. That waste. Nap finally taking his third. Come to think about that, he hasn't. He's been staying on 2 bases for a long time, and his opponent's taking a fourth, so he really should... Oh, that DT is so sneaky he doesn't even attack the base. Is he just waiting for a probe transfer? I mean, a drone transfer. Probes ain't gonna get there anytime soon, although Map might end up taking the base at some point. Here's a very juicy observer. If he just... Oh, yeah, okay, Nap is protecting the observer now. That's a lot of Hydras, but they're in a horrible position right now, just clamped right next to this hatchery. He's got the observer. He actually doesn't need to snipe the observer because he's just bringing the swarm. He doesn't have lurkers, he just has swarm. You don't need to be a lurker when you have a swarm. That's lessons learned from Dragonei. That's actually a very effective army he has. It's very good versus anything but Storm, and Nap senses that, making more High Templars. But oh, and Storm has been researched, so he's gonna have to add Storm into this composition. And this is kind of Dragonei's timing. All these high energy, I think. Okay, 75 now. So, okay, now there's gonna. Okay, I think the timing is already up. It's gonna be 2-3 storms now. If they hit well, they're just gonna decimate everything that Dragonei can throw at his opponent. Oh, he's gonna try and deny the third base. He's gonna try and get around. He's a little bit unsure in what he's gonna try to do. He's kind of stuck on this high ground. It's a good position to be in, but if Nap splits up his units, he can surround his opponent. He's gonna get a couple of lurkers. He's gonna try and snipe some observers. Yes, one storm is a really good storm. Another storm, which is quite good. And Dragonei thinks he has superior forces, but I don't really think he does. Ooh, that storm is really good. And at this point, I don't think there's that much Dragonei can do. Oh, he can burrow the lurkers, but there are already observers out somewhere, I'm pretty sure. No! Oh, he sniped the observer. Okay, so these lurkers are proving very, very useful. And now that this is getting a small army. If Dragonei can take down the army, yeah, Nap is forced to like morph Archons or just rift them out of there, and he's gonna yeah, okay, or both. That also works. But in the meantime, they've been rifted away. He can try and... Oh, they got rifted in this base, though. They got rifted, bro. Lurker's gonna burrow. Very nice burrow. And he's gonna try and snipe this Nexus. Oh, he's gonna surround the Archon as it is being morphed. That Archon took forever to morph because it was rifted during the time. These lurkers do a good job zoning, but there's soon going to be an observer out. Only 5 or 6 more seconds, and it's out. And he needs to bring the Hydras. I think these Hydras could snipe this Nexus. Snipe a couple of cannons. Actually, I don't need to snipe the cannons, because the cannons don't cover them. Yeah, they can just snipe the Nexus. Easy peasy for breezy. Oh, but he's not going to focus on it. He's going to focus on the army, but he can't hold the army. If he had stayed with Nexus, he could have taken the Nexus, but lost his army. But I think he's just going to lose his army anyway. But he's going to get some more Zealots for it, though. Especially as these lurkers are just killing. Where is the observer? It's over there. It's not detecting the lurkers. That's a big mistake from Nap. He's going to take a lot of extra free damage. Now the observer is incoming, and he's going to try and snipe down some units here, but there's DTs chasing him. He doesn't have any overseers left, and Dragonei is just going to have to head back again. And in the meantime, Nap is taking a 4th base, and Dragonei hasn't even started saturating his own 4th base. He's just defending it, but he hasn't saturated it. So income-wise, Nap is doing really well. Look at the number of harvesters he has. He's just doing really good. And Nap is just falling more and more behind. I mean, Dragonei. Sorry. Dragonei is just falling more and more behind. I don't hide my yawns, do I? Oh, Dragonei is just moving, not even A-moving. There we go. It's just gonna... Oh, he got the observer. There's another one, though. But if he can get the other observer, he can be just fine with lurkers. There's one lurker. As soon as they attack lurkers, he's gonna start looking for the observer. There it is. He can just kill the observer. Oh, his face shield goes off and he doesn't target it. Very nice save there from Nap, who's being a little bit careless with that observer, but he hit the save me button and pray that my opponent don't target it, and it worked. Okay, so he's gonna move back with some of his army, but the Zealots are gonna move back in front again. He wants to have the Zealot in front to tank, and then the Dragoons in the back, and the Stormers in the back. The Stormers, aka the High Templars. For those tuning in, this is the Starbow Almost Starleague, which is a Starleague made by E.G. Wuja. It's a Starleague because or almost a Starleague because the games are not being played all at once. It's not like a tournament. It's not like a tournament weekend or anything. It's more like an ongoing thing. And this is Group C. I haven't casted too much of it yet. I think Wuja's casted some of it as well. I think Wuja casted Group D, which I was playing in. So you can see those matches there. It's quite miserable. And Dragonei is gonna burrow and unburrow some lurkers. Ah, wow, he just lost so many lurkers. That's unfortunate. Did we ever fix those lurker burrow bug? Where you can just, if you press burrow twice fast, it just unburrows after you burrows. I thought we fixed that bug. Adding some smart little trigger or a delay to the command. But whatever. Dragonei is gonna try and snipe this base. Already 3 cannons in the place here. What's the attack speed here? It's 1.5, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Is that some High Templars? No, that's just some Zealots, which are going to be spotted, and 3 of them are just chilling along. I think you could just send 7 Zealots instead of actually putting them in the War Prism, because the War Prism is going to get hunted down. He needs to get the Zealots out of there. Ooh, we lost a lot of. Yeah, that was kind of bad. The only good thing it did is just drawing a Dragonei's army away, but I don't think Nap is too intimidated by Dragonei's army at this point. But you could try and snipe some Dragoons, I suppose. Oh, very, very good Storm Case. Second one wasn't the best, but oh, wow. Yeah, these storms are making it very difficult for Dragonei to attack into anything here, and these should get back on creep to regen. He hasn't been spreading creep at all. He hasn't used a single creep tumor this entire game. Dragonei does not believe in creep spreading. And that is really working to Nap's favor, I think. And again, Nap is in a dominant position. Look at this. 90 army supply, 70 workers versus nothing from Dragonei. And Dragonei is going to get some... He's going to surround and get some Dragoons, though. He's not going to get this DT because he doesn't have any detection, but I think he's got Adrenal Glands now. No, he does not, actually. Does he even have a hive? I haven't checked tech. No, he's still staying on lair. He's staying on lair. It's 23 minutes into the game. He's still on lair. He hasn't even started hive. He hasn't even started a Viper Nest. He's like far away from hive tech. He needs to do something about that, I feel. And he's barely now starting to saturate this base. He only has 5 workers there. And oh, Storm Drop in the meantime. Missed some of that, but I got most of it. Wow, that's gonna kill so many workers of his opponent. 12 workers killed so far. And if we look at the worker tab in general, it's 26 drones. That's no economy at 23 minutes, even with 4 bases. Look at that income; it's barely up to 1,000, which is incredible for having so few workers. But they're spread out on many bases. 18 more Zerglings income. Look at that; it could have been 9 more workers. I think you really need that at this point. But it's going to be like, I can understand it though. The army of Nap is really intimidating at this point. It's going to be very difficult to get workers going now. But I think it's just a very lost position when you just keep adding units and not adding more workers. It's got 30 now, so he's added some. But look at this army from Nap. It doesn't look that big, but it's very effective versus what Dragonei has. But if he storms! If he storms! Oh, okay, there goes the storm. Wow. Oh, what did he storm there? I don't know, but it wasn't very good, but it doesn't matter at this point. I think Dragonei just doesn't have the economy to muster up the forces. Well, to be honest, he has a lot of ink. How does this happen? How can you have that much minerals floating when you have so... Oh, very nice. Gonna flank with... Well, kill his own War Prism, but doesn't matter. He's got all the Hydralisks, and he can just bring these with his army now. Oh, wow. Very nice pickup from Dragonei there. He's gonna kill a lot of High Templars. So this is game 2. Nap is already up 1-0, and maybe he can take this one as well. It certainly looks like it. In the meantime, though, Dragonei is taking his 5th base. Oh, and so is Nap. Nap has already taken it, and he is definitely saturating it a lot better than his opponent is. Oopsies. Don't type to anyone. Don't tell them anything. Where is Nap's army, though? Like, it says 95, but this is not 95 army supply. It's got some over here. It's kind of spread out a little bit. And these 3 Zealots are just going to die. Well, the Zerg is really clumped together compared to his opponent. Still only like 4 workers here. It's like this base has never been really saturated. Look at this. This still has 1,500 minerals. Wow. Dragonei is finally getting hive. But I just feel he's falling behind. Okay, so very nice moves from... Okay, so Nap is going to pressure the natural base here. Dragonei is just going to come in with a flank from behind, but it's not really a flank because it's an entire army. He's not really attacking from any other directions much. And yeah, this is just going to trickle in. And Nap doesn't get a single storm off, but I don't think he needs a single storm at this point. I think he just brute forces his way through. Yeah, he's even got a couple of Zealots just dedicated to killing that hatchery. And yeah, this is going to be it. Yeah, Dragonei can't even hold his army at this point. If Nap just gets his forces together, Well, actually he doesn't. He wants to spread them out and just kill tons and tons of bases. He wants to make sure his opponent never gets an economy, and actually Nap did not snipe this base. But he can just do that now, I think. That's a lot of Dragoons, though, and Dragonei really has what it takes to kill Dragoons, but he doesn't care right now. GG, Naps takes this game 2-0.